In the previous video, we created an analysis project and added TCF files. Now we'll set up how the analysis will read your data. First, let's clarify when this step is needed. You need to set worksets in two cases: when your pipeline uses fluorescence channels, or when your data is a time-lapse and you want to choose specific time points. If you're working with a single-snapshot HT dataset and no fluorescence channels, you can skip this step entirely. For this tutorial, we'll walk through the full workset setup so you understand all the options. To show every feature, this video uses an example dataset with both fluorescence channels and time-lapse frames. The lipid droplet pipeline we'll use from video 3 doesn't actually need either, but knowing how to set up worksets is useful for many other analyses. We start from the project home screen. At this point, the datasets have been imported, but they're not yet configured for analysis. Click Set Data in the home screen to open the Workset editor. The Workset editor dialog now appears. Before clicking anything, let's understand what a workset is. One TCF file usually maps to one workset, for a snapshot HT or for HT with fluorescence channels assigned. For time-lapse data, one TCF file maps to many worksets, one per selected time point, so each frame can be analyzed independently. A workset isn't just the file itself. It's the file together with the specific inputs the pipeline needs to run. That's why for fluorescence pipelines, you assign channels, and for time-lapse data, you choose which frames to include. A workset is one analysis unit, what the pipeline runs on once. On the left side of the editor, your TCF files are listed. Files that share the same structural properties, number of time frames, and modality combinations are automatically grouped together as a file set. If a TCF file is missing a required source, it can't be used for analysis. TomoAnalysis automatically moves these files into unavailable sets, so they won't accidentally be selected. Click any TCF file to see its thumbnail and timeframe information on the right. You can switch the thumbnail modality between HT and FL using the drop-down at the top right of the thumbnail. This helps you confirm which channels are available in each file. Now let's assign the right channels to each input. If your pipeline requires fluorescence input, you need to tell TomoAnalysis which channel to use. At the top left of the Workset editor, you'll find the Sources panel. This panel lists every input your pipeline expects. If multiple fluorescence channels are available in your TCF, a drop-down menu appears. Use it to assign each required source to the correct channel. For example, if you want to analyze the mitochondria in your sample using their fluorescence signal, you need to tell TomoAnalysis which channel contains that signal. If the mitochondria signal was captured in channel 1 during imaging, select channel 1 for the FL source. Channels are now assigned. If your data is a time-lapse, the next step is to select which time points to analyze. Once you've opened the Workset editor, every file you want to analyze needs at least one time point selected, whether it's a time-lapse or a single snapshot. Select the file set that contains your data. In the Time Point Selection panel, enter the start frame, end frame, and interval. For example, if you set start to 1, end to 91, and interval to 5, TomoAnalysis selects frames 1, 6, 11, 16, and so on, jumping 5 frames at a time. Once your values are entered, click Select to populate the list. The chosen frames appear in the Selected Time Points panel with their timestamps shown right below. If you need a more specific or irregular selection, you can edit the list directly. Use commas to separate individual values and hyphens for ranges. For instance, typing 1-4, 7, 9 selects frames 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 9. When the selection looks correct, click Apply. A check icon appears next to the TCF file, confirming that valid time points have been assigned. If your data isn't a time-lapse, just select the first time point and click Apply. Time points are set. Now let's confirm everything and close the editor. Click OK to update the data list and return to the Home dashboard. If any TCF files, including unavailable sets, do not have time points selected, TomoAnalysis displays a notification. Files in unavailable sets can be skipped. Otherwise, go back to the editor and confirm that the settings have been applied to all files. Back on the Home dashboard, the updated data list now reflects the workset structure. Click any workset to open the Data Detail panel, where you can verify the assigned timeframes. Your datasets are now structured into worksets and ready for analysis. In the next video, we'll run a test analysis to check segmentation quality before processing the whole batch.